You knew you could be a tad hot-headed at times, and you tried to tone it down. You swore. But sometimes, people stepped out of line, and they had to be dealt with. Maybe you could pass it off as a hero training. You were loitering outside the dorm now, with a busted lip and swollen cheeks, various injuries littered the rest of your body. A fight between alphas were always more aggressive. You'd won, however, and that was the important thing. The dorms were louder than normal. The teacher had decided to pair the first year up with your year so they could learn what to expect. It was kind of a buddy system, you guessed. You'd been paired with Kirishima, an Omega who obviously had a thing for that explosive alpha. The thought made you smile. That'd be a good pair. With a sigh, you decided that you finally had to enter the dorm. And the common area went silent when you appeared. Did you really look that bad? Listener, what happened? Surprise shot through you when Kirishima spoke up first, walking towards you to check your injuries. More inquiries followed that, first year flocking towards you, and where was Mirio? That fuck usually saved you from this type of thing when you weren't in the mood. Guys, it's nothing. Just extra hero training, I swear. You lied. Trying to push through the crowd. Everyone got the hint except Kirishima. It was cute, the way he cared about everyone. Don't worry, Kiri. I'll be as good as new in the morning, okay? Now go join your class. You sent him away with a light shove, signing as you finally got to your room. Your relief was short-lived, however. Barely a moment passing before your mate was tugging your clothes, weighing about how long you'd been out. This could go badly. Smell bad. You barely heard him mumble, letting out a squeak as he rubbed his cheeks against your scent gland, leaning on to the point you were focused to lean back against the door. You barely heard him mumble, letting out a squeak as he rubbed his cheeks against your scent gland, leaning onto you to the point you were forced to lean back against the door. Tamaki was usually easy to support, despite him being taller than you. The injuries were affecting you more than you'd like to admit, and it was starting to show. You let your hand rest on Tamaki's torso, gently pushing and hoping he'd get the hint. He did, thank God, taking his weight off you and stepping back. You hated the way his expressions changed, going from content to angry in a matter of seconds. Listener, what happened? Tamaki went into crisis mode, forcing you to sit on the bed so he could examine you. It's nothing, babe. I just need to sleep. You smiled, sputtering his name as he took your shirt off, leaving your top half clad only in a sport bra. You call this nothing? He hissed, somehow pushing you down to straddle you while being careful of your injuries. I mean, I've had worse. You shrugged, tugging him down to lay on top of you. It hurts, but it was worth it, at the whine he let from the action. Besides, Tamaki, I just need to say all I need is you. You peppered kisses across his face, grinding at the blush that followed as he let his head drop to your shoulder. You can't. You... Listener! Tamaki gasped when you beat down on his scent gland. You'd barely nipped it, honestly, and it was just so needy. Oh, you were saying something, babe? You feigned ignorance, a game of cat and mouse you were both so familiar with. This room aren't soundproof the first year. You made haste, letting out another gasp when you pushed him off. Okay then. You stretched, pointedly ignoring Tamaki. If you're so worried, they're watching a movie and Kirishima invited me, so I may as well go to that. You finished with a shrug, barely making it off to the bed before you were tugged back, rather roughly. Something between a whimper and a growl left your mate, the scent coming off him, unable to decide between jealousy and panic. You hit Tamaki's chest with a yelp, almost knocking the both of you back onto the bed. Arms and legs wrapped around your form, fangs scraping against your scent gland, and Tamaki's scent quickly filling the room. Hey, okay, babe, okay. No need to get so worked up. You laughed, ignoring how painful your injury were in favor of making your Omega feel better. You somehow maneuvered so he was sitting in your laps, arms wound tightly around your neck, and his face buried in your hair. Wow, you must have really set him off with that Kirishima comment, huh? You were lucky being around your mate made you heal faster. So as the moment passed with Tamaki on your lap, your injury became less and less painful. Tama, what are you doing? You murmured. You'd almost been asleep when lips at your neck brought you back. Helping you feel better? Tamaki mumbled, blushed so hot you could feel it burning your skin. Okay then, babe.
Bnha